Hey, how's it going? How's everybody's day doing? It is very warm here. That, whatever. That should be good, right? That's okay. How you all doing? Apparently, some people like to make jokes around here, and I got sent some Nix Minis almond chocolate blockas, Swedish style nut bars, because apparently you all like to play jokes. So I got sent some nut bars, and I think that's hilarious. So thanks, Zerno, because that's great. Ooh, are we having internet problems? Oh no, we're having internet problems. Let me go ahead and slightly open the door. Even though we're wired, I don't know, maybe it allows the internets to get through better. Who knows? I certainly don't know. Anyways, yeah, we've dropped like 16% of the frames. Sorry, guys. Nothing I can do about it. Maybe it will level out. I wonder if I'm just overloading the computer. I shouldn't be. Don't ask me how long it's been since I restarted the PC. No? Okay. Yeah, it all should be fine. Anyways. Let's God, YouTube recommends that I use a stream of 6,800 kilobits. Okay. Jeez, YouTube, you guys are really trying to hurt me on that one. Geez, 6,800 kilobits per second? No, I never stream that high. Like, ever. I never stream that high. Man, whatever. It's fine. Anyways, like the stream. We're going to be working on the Voron today. I did finally find my crappy, cheap soldering iron that is not plugged in. That's why I touched it. That we're going to be using for all of our inserts. Amber said, don't forget the turntable. About that. There is no turntable here. I do not have the turntable handy at the moment, but we can go ahead, get that plugged in, get it heated up, because we are probably going to need it. But I guess because everybody was yelling at me last stream for the nut bars, that I think we have to start this one by eating a nut bar. So I told Zerno, who was the one that sent these, that I would eat one on stream. Oh, they're individually wrapped. Little bar. Are these little, like, Minecraft blocks? Here, let me give a little top down there, too, so you guys can see it. There, it's, and yes, Jorvik is here watching. Jorvik was the one, if you guys follow us on Twitter, I retweeted. He did a holla back girl meme of me getting attacked by my printer. So these are individually wrapped nut bars. We're gonna see how it is. Not a block, but a bar. I'm gonna mute myself so you don't get weird chewing noises, because you're welcome. But let's try this out. Okay, finishing this up. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, actually. It's actually pretty good. Oh no. I'm like, it tastes like artificial sweetener. It is. It's xylitol. Zerno, why are you sending me things that are sweetened with xylitol? Don't have too many of these, kids. It's the same sweetener that's used for the sugar-free Haribo. And we all know what xylitol does to humans. Gets you the case of the runs, if you will. Who's calling me? Ah, well, sorry. That was a client who I've been waiting to hear from. I will have to talk to him in a couple of hours. Yes, it is. It is a laxative. Xylitol is a laxative. It's an artificial sweetener, but in high amounts it becomes a laxative. I will probably be sweating in here. It is currently 80 degrees Fahrenheit here in Florida. It is January 24th. It is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It sucks. So if I start sweating, I'm sorry. I'm a sweaty boy sometimes. But we have some things to clean. So I'm going to bring this up a little bit so it's easier to take a look at. We need to go ahead and clean our rails. I've got some syringes for the grease. I've got my tube of grease because this was the easiest way to do it. This is number 2 grease. I was told as long as it is number 2 grease, it is fine. So that's good. What else? Oh, I need all the other rails. And so we are going to be lubricating the rails today. Because that is pretty much the first thing that we need. Won't ever need... You got your fan set up at least. I don't. I have no air moving in here, and unfortunately, setting up the air conditioner is a multi-minute process. And now that we are live, I no longer have time for that. So, unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of the case of suffer. But, hey, there are worse things in the world. We will get through it. So, I was told that we can actually just use the packaging that the rails come in to clean them. So, that's what I think we're going to do. So, we're going to use the packaging for one of the MGN 12s here. And we're going to go ahead and get all the rails out, get them set aside. We're going to get them all cleaned, and then we're going to lubricate them. My buddy Zombie Hedgehog walked me through how to do it without taking anything apart, which is pretty cool. And I'm actually really looking forward to do that. So, yeah. So, anyways, Amber says I should go turn on a fan, but I can't. So, if you are experiencing some sort of dropping, just reload the stream. There's nothing that I can do about it, and telling me is just going to distract me from the main stream. So, if you want to see this work get done, you do run into any tech issues, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. I did film the first take of the X1 Plus video last night, so I think you guys will be excited for that. That's going to be coming out next Wednesday. And maybe we're going to... Well, I'm probably going to do another take tonight. I realized that when the camera is very close to me, because we're actually filming inside of the shop. I have never set up a camera inside of my shop like this before. You guys are used to seeing me at my desk, but you're not used to seeing any other areas of the shop. In fact, many of you have never seen any other, area of the shop. This time you're going to, so, yeah. And yes, as Seabass says, you got to squirt it through the hole in the back. That is correct. And we got gloves, because as we know, children, no glove, no love. And just for good measure, I'm taking my watch off, because I don't trust me to do this without hurting myself. So we are going to go ahead and glove up. You can call me the print doctor, I guess. I don't know. I want to get a doctorate in 3D printing so I can call myself the print doctor. Tarsman says, Just have to hold the X1 carbon for the entire video. Don't be a wuss. Hashtag gains. I don't know. Here. There. That's oh, balls. I dropped some of the gloves. Oh, well. Gotta glove up and squirt it in the back. That's right. We're gonna lube it all up. Do what we gotta do. Mr. Emendon says, oh, not the Prusa Master. I am not a Prusa Master at all. It would be cool if they had some sort of, like, program for that, but they don't. And I am not a master at all. I mean, I have a master's degree, but it's not in 3D printing. So, there's that. Oh, where's the lab coat? Oh, man. See, that's, I'm missing. Do I have my lab coat in? It's too hot for a lab coat, and I don't think I have one in here anyways. All right. So, I was told that I just need to put some alcohol into one of these tubes, and then we just put the rail in, swish it around a little bit, bring it out, let it dry, that kind of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. I got me some 91% here. What else? I got some paper towels, just have those handy in case we need them. Then yeah, better the orange suit / hood and gas mask. Yeah. Master of Puppets. Master of Prusa. No. Gosh, if anything, it's been the Sisyphus school of 3D printing. The stream was buggy. It was my YouTube throwing me into an ad. Well, sorry to hear that. Okay. I was told that I can just pour alcohol right into this, and it's not going to eat through it. Okay. Now, if all this is right, I just have to, just got to stick this in and wiggle it around some. Uh-oh. Well, I wasn't expecting that. The carriage just fell off. It even had one of those little nub things in the way. Well, if we lose any balls, we'll be able to see them. Not my first time putting new balls into a carriage, so guess I just need to be really careful here. That is interesting. All right, let me hold the carriage. Let me get the little nubbin that came out. Let me... look at that. We're not even 15 minutes in, and Grant's already got a problem. The little nubbin fell out that keeps the carriage from falling out. That wasn't expected. Who's calling me now? I don't know. It's not even the usual suspects. There it is. All right. So we got one out. We're going to go for the next one. Pro tip, remove them and swap out with zip ties. Ah, zip ties. It's actually pretty smart. I did not think of that, so instead, I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best, honestly. It's fine. We really just need to get a lot of the crap out of it. So, that's all that we're trying to do here. If I wanted to, I could hold it at the bottom and then just kind of shake it all around. Do the hokey pokey once or twice, and we'll be good. Even a rubber band would do the trick. Nah, wasn't really expecting that, so it's all good. Thankfully, granite, as far as I'm aware, is resistant to alcohol, so we should be okay. Putting the big girl in there now. Jose Ferreira says, don't shake him too hard. Well, as long as I don't shake it more than twice, we should be fine. Because as we know, if you shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself. So, I don't know if a lot of our audience even will get that music joke. That upsets me. What will you be putting on it for lubrication? So we have some extra tacky red grease. It is a number 2, which is what we needed. So that's what we're getting. Why does that sound like a car just pulled up outside my house? Let me check my cameras and make sure that it's not something that I wasn't expecting. Oh, the fun times. Fun times doing things live, man. Life sometimes does that. A printer. Okay, it's Amazon. What the heck from Amazon showing up today? I have no idea. It is not Super Lube. This is... Kit says, watching a guy in gloves wiggle a long object with a big black end back and forth, with a big end back and forth in a clear sleeve is not what I expected to be watching today. Well, is this an appropriate time to plug the Patreon? YouTube channel members, and $10 a month or more gets you into our private Discord, where I am sure this will be turned into a meme later today. Because the D-Gens do the D-Gen things. What happened to your hair that got away at Smurf? It was donated to the Little Princess Trust, which is similar to Locks of Love here in the United States. But because human hair is considered human remains, you can't bring it back in stateside. So it had to stay over in the UK. So my hair is with Little Princess Trust. So, yeah. Matt German said it's the FBI busting you for a bad haircut on Smurf. Well, that was a $6,000 haircut. As long as they don't make me pay taxes on it, since it was, you know, other people's money in a donation, I think we'll be okay. Although it would be funny if there was like an Amazon guy that pounds on my garage, FBI, open up. But no. No. I'm not even, no. I refuse. What did that person say? Now I need to see what they said. Oh, God. Oh, it's fine. Let the chat have their jokes. Let them have their jokes. It's fine. I don't care. Let them have their jokes. They're gonna have jokes. Let them have their jokes. If they don't have their jokes, then they just post hate comments. So let them have their jokes. Astro Eliminate says, if 3D printing doesn't go well for you, you have some years to exploit that hair before going bald, my man. Well, you know, I just want to help out. And if you guys aren't subscribed to Zach Friedman, go subscribe to Zach Friedman and watch his video on Sanjay. He did a phenomenal tribute to Sanjay. And for some reason, and I know this might be a case for a lot of you, if somebody started cooking and cutting some onions halfway through, I don't know, but I think that video is best done with a liberal application of onions. But it's very emotional for me. And you can actually see some footage that Zach and Brooke took of me getting my head shaved. Never before seen footage of Florida man getting his head shaved for charity. But yeah, Zach did an absolutely amazing job on it. So A+. And I know some of the challenges that Zach went through to make that video. He was not public about those challenges, so I don't want to talk about it without his permission. But suffice to say, that video had a lot of challenges associated with it. All right. We have the alcohol on. We're going to let it flash off a little bit here. We're going to move the rails. And let's take a look. It's in a book, The Reading Rainbow, and see where we are at and what other hole. And that means that if I'm going to utilize one to do the greasing for, it should be one that we don't put a screw through. Now, we're going to end up cleaning those holes out anyways, but let's go ahead and use ones that don't have stuff on them already. Just going to go ahead and flip all the rails over. I think that will help them dry out a little bit better. Maybe try to get some airflow, even though I have turned off all the airflow in this garage because I'm still having issues with bed adhesion on the XL. It's a bit of a bummer. Man, we are having some buffering problems. I am sorry, guys. It looks like some of it's actually associated with my computer. So let me see. Well, let's try that. Let's try that. Let's see if that helps. I don't know if it did. Let's see if that helps at all. Yeah, we've lost 7.2% of our frames. Sorry, guys. Not much I can do. Welcome to living in the boonies. Just part of life. All right. And yeah, share the stream. Have others come over here and hang out. It'd be awesome to get more people over here watching, hanging out. I am gonna get paper towel here. Ooh, these are dusty. Because we're gonna need this, and we're gonna go ahead and get a syringe. Now, a buddy who, I don't know if he's here, but Mr. Catlett recommended that instead of trying to suck it up into the syringe, put it in from the top and push it in through the syringe. And I happen to agree that is a really good way. But I am curious to see if we could pull it up and through. We are using 3cc syringes because it's what I had available and around at the time. We keep 3cc syringes around because we use them for methylene chloride. Those of you that use 3D Gloop have an idea of what methylene chloride is. That's one of the main carrier chemicals inside of 3D Gloop. Is also why it is very complicated to ship it, because methylene chloride is known in every state to cause California, if you will. All right, so how do we want to do this? I don't want to get too dirty, even though I have gloves on. I don't want to get too dirty. Do I have, like, an old crappy screwdriver that we can use for this? Like an old crappy tool out here? I actually have a tongue depressor handy. All right, that'll work. Gonna have to suck that stuff pretty hard. Well, that's why, Duff, we're gonna go in from the top here. Oh, this stuff stinks, man. This stuff proper smells bad. Get a Silvo bed scraper. Nah, I got a tongue depressor. This is good. It's just making a hell of a mess here. Three cc's is probably all that we're gonna need for the whole thing. If this grease is not as thick as I was expecting it to be, we might be able to pull it up through the syringe, but we'll see. I don't think we're gonna need much more than maybe 2 cc's for all the rails. Bearings don't normally take a ton of grease. It's not normally a thing. Troy J is asking if I color matched the grease to the frame. Not intentionally, but if I told you I did, you know, that would work. You know, the worst part is I actually have a grease gun, and I should probably just go get that. But I've just committed to doing this at this point, so we're just going to do it this way. Also, does the video look any better? I turned down the saturation. It looked like that we were just really heavily saturated, so I turned down saturation some. If you guys have any issues with like the video, not like the colors not looking right or something like that, let me know. I'm trying to make our streams out here just a little bit better, higher quality, better for you guys, and part of that means better video quality as well. I don't think we're getting much farther in that tube for right now. We are going to grab the actual syringe top. Oh, this stuff is really, really easy. I didn't realize that this stuff was going to be this simple. Okay, whatever. All right. I'm going to switch to mostly top-down for you guys. That way you're not missing any of the lubrication action, because I know that's what most of you are here for. So anyways, let's force some lube into some ball bearings. Oh wow, that takes very, very little grease. Sweet. I didn't realize how little this was going to take. That is really great to hear. And so basically, you look at where your screws need to go. You use an open hole that a screw's not going to go in. And you just kind of force some grease in, and you'll see it come out of the sides. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit for you guys here. So you can actually see it coming out of the sides there. That's what we're going for. That means we've got lubrication in the balls, if you will. I mean, that's actually what we're doing. We're putting lube in the balls of the bearings. So you'll be able to see it. You can see it starting to seep out. I let a little more come out than what is likely necessary, but I'm okay with that. God, a $6 thing of grease for like barely any use. Whatever. I guess it means I should redo the brakes on my car. And last but not least, the MGN 12. But I want to see. What's going on? What lubrication did you use? This is just Blaster Extra Tacky Red Grease, NLGI number 2. So I was told any number 2 grease will suffice, and that's what I got. I got a number 2 grease. I was going to try to suck it in, but now I'm just deciding we're not going to be doing that. Because honestly, we're not going to need likely any more than that. Definitely wear gloves when you do this. The thing with this red grease is that it gets freaking everywhere. This would be the same type of grease that you use for brake calipers. I don't know. Check with your manufacturer, because I'm not going to be responsible if you accidentally put a bunch of random crap into your car. So here's the final one. Okay. I got grease coming out of both sides, which means we are good. Man, I brought so many extra syringes, and I didn't need it. Wheel bearings, that's it. Wheel bearings. Thank you, Tarzman. Wheel bearings. Yeah, you could use the stuff on wheel bearings, I believe. I brought so much extra stuff thinking this was going to make an absolute disaster of a mess. And it ain't bad. We are going to use a hex key, preferably a crappy one. Just a random hex key that will fit through the holes is really what we're going for. This little Torx should be fine. So we're going to move the rails a little bit. And so that will distribute the actual grease itself. And whatever's left, we will clean off with a paper towel. Red frame with red grease is likely a recipe for problems, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, you want to move the carriage back and forth a little bit. That's going to help distribute that grease. I definitely feel the grease is very much applied on those balls, and everything appears to be moving happily. So that is good to see and hear. Number 2 here. Move it around a little bit. Look, I'm not saying a lot of you all will understand the motion, but you know. You'll understand. Stick the tool through, clean it, then go ahead and pull it back out. Get grease all over your work surface, because that's a guarantee at this point. And now you've got a properly lubricated rail. Ta-da! I gotta do this a few more times. Okay. I'm going to get a new paper towel. How's everybody's day going? How is everybody's day going? I don't ask that enough. Hope everybody's day is doing well. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in those comments or in the chat. Hope your days are going splendid. And if they're not, is there anything that we can do to help? I want everybody to have a fantastic day. My day just got a little smoother. How many lubrication jokes can he make? We will find out. But no, my day's been okay. Some parts didn't arrive on time, so we actually had to ship a client order incomplete, which I don't like. But we ordered parts from McMaster. McMaster, of all places. I ordered parts from them last week, and they still didn't make it in. So I don't know what's going on. Normally we get stuff from McMaster like next day. So at best, Monday would have been the day that I expected it. But unfortunately, no, we didn't get it in time. So yeah, and that client actually called me right as we were starting to stream. So unfortunately, I was not able to answer his call. So I'm a little bummed about that. But unfortunately, such is life sometimes. You can't always predict stuff. Hopefully he's not too pissed off, because often people will be quick to blame a company for a shipping issue when a shipping issue has nothing to do with me. So it wasn't back ordered. It said everything was in stock, so I assumed we would be fine. My best assumption is that wherever McMaster Car's warehouse is for my area is currently embedded in snow. That's the only assumption that I can make. Is that they are currently snowed in. It did get shipped. It said that it was shipped on Friday, but UPS doesn't show it at all in their system. So they, as far as UPS is aware, it doesn't, like, there was a label made, but it never arrived. I was hoping that maybe the origin scan just wasn't done, but alas, no such dice. And that's business sometimes. So what are you gonna do? Unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do. Sometimes just grit your teeth and get through it. Apologize on behalf of things you have no control over and move on. Yeah. I don't know. I think this red and tacky is stiffer than the stock whatever that was on it. But that's all right. All right. I'm going to move back to big size Grant. We're going to toss. I don't think there's any more grease stuff needed, so we're just going to go ahead and toss most of the grease related components. I will hold on to the tongue depressor just in case we need to use it again. We're going to cap the grease, because that is how you make a mess, is if you forget to cap the grease. And I'm probably going to leave my gloves on, but just wipe my hands down, because the rails are still going to be a little bit greasy, and we want to avoid that. So now it is time to look at getting some of these rails installed. So I'm going to relocate the rails to the bottom here, get them out of the way. We can pull the covers. And we will need to apply the little pieces to make sure that everything is centered. Once it is there, what are we using? What size is it? M3 by 8. Okay, I gotta find the M3 by 8s. Is this them right here? It is. Nice. Every other hole gets a screw. do all of those, so do a few of them. Do not pull the end stops yet. Oh, well, we have to put the screws in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. Right. I don't have my electric screwdriver, so we're doing these. That's not the right size. I have my electric screwdriver. I don't have the bits. The bits are not here at the moment. Ooh, it is starting to get a little warm out here. Grant did not plan appropriately for this. Grant forgot about this part. I need... dang. All right, well. That's okay. Yeah, we're just using a normal Allen key. No big deal. I don't know if there's a particular way to do it, but I'm going to do the ends first. Just makes me feel better. Yep. So we're going to spin most of them in. Torque from the center holes out. That's a good plan. Thank you, guys. Oh, interesting. If we follow the pattern... Okay. Yeah, there's 2 center screws. Okay, I'm like, if we follow the pattern, there are 2 center screws. Okay. Don't worry, we're just spinning them down to make it easier, and then we're going to go through and torque it from the center out. I did my outer ones first to keep the bar from shifting. And honestly, I would say if there was a correct way to do it, it should be in the manual. It's not. Move that along. She moves good. Now we're going to go ahead and get these torqued down. Remember, wait for the click. Click. That's how you know it's torqued. And click. And, oh, that one popped out. And click. Click. Now we can go ahead and move this toward the center. Click. It's truly the dumbest mechanics joke. I want to be clear. Making the clicking sound, because there's no torque spec, is just truly hilarity to me. I firmly enjoy making that joke, and it normally makes most mechanics roll their eyes. And that means I've done my job. You generally won't be able to make a mechanic blush. So if I can make them roll their eyes, I've done my job. So I've been told to put the stops back in, so we will go ahead and do that. Let's see, Mitchell says, wait till it gets loose all of a sudden, then back it off a quarter turn. Tarsman says, torque it till it's loose. With enough Uggy Duggies, I too can move the world. Just going to go through and check. Eskimo says, last time I tuned in was over a year ago. Glad to see you're doing well. I mean, I'm alive. Does that count? Not as smooth as I was expecting it to be. That might have something to do with the way that I did all these. So, I don't know. All right, time for... I'm assuming I'm doing both, right? Like, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and assume I'm doing both. I think that's a more than fair assumption here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that. Where is the other centering piece? I set it down and I don't know where I put it. I know that according to the oh, there it is. On the bamboo videos, I am as dumb as I look. But I promise I'm a little bit more dumb than that. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this X1 Plus video. We're going to show you things that nobody else has shown. We have approval to show the LiDAR readings and what the LiDAR from the machine actually shows. And I will tell you, it is super, super cool. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I didn't know if that was going to be IP and protected and where we couldn't show it. But since it is going to be easily accessible to literally anybody, IP should not apply, which is pretty cool. Hey, Russ for the 10 bucks. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the cause. Remember, if you want to support the cause here for what we do, all it takes a couple of bucks into that creator fund. If you want to give $10 or more a month, you get access to our private Discord server where you get to hang out with myself and the entire 3D Musketeers crew and all of our fans who apparently like to call themselves D-Gens. So, you know, that's on them, not on me. I didn't make up the name, they did. But yeah, Russ, thanks. I will say, we're a pretty welcoming group. We got a great, great little crew of people. They don't take a lot of BS, which is good. I like that about us. Excuse me. Oh, okay. They just giggle while they watch me. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure there's a few of them there hanging out, making fun of me. So if you too want to make fun of me live, I guess you can go join the Discord. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know, man. If you like the content, support it, kind of deal. And that goes for pretty much any creator, right? We make these videos. We don't get paid a lot of money. And our goal is just to, you know, entertain people, do a little bit of educating where we can, and hope that this community is better and stronger when we're done. It's all pretty much any content creator it does. We just kind of hope for the best. Okay. I think we got most of those done. I'm going to go through and recheck the torque on all of them. Till the click. There's one click. Another click. That one is good. A little bit extra on that. I like that little centering jig. That's actually really, really helpful. So I'll take it. Sweet. Okay, the other thing I need to do is check regarding LDO addendums. Okay. Our next addendum's on 79. Woo! Starting to sweat. fun time. Now, what are our stats looking like? 60 viewers, that's it? Huh. Do people not enjoy the Voron content? I thought everyone likes the Voron build videos. Maybe I screwed up. Did I screw something up? I don't know. Weird. I thought people were gonna like this one. Whatever. All right, time for more of these. Time for more heat sets. Let's do some heat sets. All right, so I'm gonna remove my gloves because my hand's starting to get a little sweaty. Proper glove removal technique, you know. We don't mess around here. Feel me? All right, so I assume we have generic cable chain, but I actually don't know. Does somebody know if we use the generic cable chain or if we use the iGoose? That would be really helpful if someone could let me know so that I can get the right components, considering I made them both. So I don't know which one I should be using. I'm assuming it's generic cable chain, but not 100% on that, to be honest with you. 2-hole iGoose. Okay. Well, I made them both, so put that one over there. All right. Let's get a little close-up on that. A little close-up action on that. What do you think? What do you think? I don't think that this iron is set correctly for temp. It was a really cheap iron. Oh yeah, it's like 300C according to its temp. What? Crap! It pulled the entire insert out. Why? Why do you do that? Why'd you do that? That's not good. That's probably fine. You should have built a press. Well, so we opted not to build a press for the sole reason that a lot of people are likely not going to be building a press. And if that is the first time experience to not build a press and do it kind of without that press, then that's the way I kind of want to do it. So yeah, we are going to be too hot. We're going to turn down to like 250. What's in this box? Random parts, meat, lubricated rails. Because your boy don't want to get grease all over the place, and it looks like we now need to flip the printer over. So we will set those there until we need them. It does appear that we need to flip the printer over. So I am going to do that with the manual, get some of this other shmoo out of the way. Put the table down. Oh, and wrong way. Pull that out a bit. Okay, runs inserts at 200C. Okay, good to know. Okay. All right, so we're looking for, it's the rear center part. God, I have likely completely messed all this stuff up, but we got it. It's gonna go right there. All right, so we got to get some T-nuts into those holes. Need 4 T-nuts. Filament boxes are great for storage. Whoops. I do like when manufacturers that use filament boxes, when they make their boxes not have holes in them. Like the Polymaker boxes, they're great for that stuff, because then I can also use them for shipping, should we need to ship anything nice and small. I would love to get people's opinions on this. It's been something that I've been kind of considering this year that we do. Custom packaging. We normally just kind of reuse Amazon packaging because, you know what, it's cheap, and I can pass savings along to our customers instead. And I feel like they don't care. Crap, I need an M5 T-nuts. Was I right? Oh, I was right. Sweet. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You guys will have to tell me what you think. I don't particularly care. I just, as long as I get my stuff, I don't really normally care what it's packaged in. But I've been debating on getting some custom packaging this year. We don't ship a lot of stuff. We are more of a small batch company, if you will. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Kit says custom packing tape, generic boxes. I've tried custom tape, but a lot of that tape is stuff that like requires water. And I can't get down for that. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the tape that requires water. Dang it. I guess I don't know if the value of a custom, well, anything really, is really there, you know? Like, because like if we do custom stuff, it's gonna up my cost. And just personally, I've never liked that tape. Just pain in the ass for me. Frank Acro says just to reuse as much as you can. A lot of people say custom packing tape. Yeah, like how Printed Solid does it. Yeah, I'm kind of down for that. Obviously, we like Printed Solid quite a bit here. That was even before they sponsored us. I've always liked Printed Solid stuff. Okay. Gotta get an MGN9 rail. Are all the MGN9s the same? They are. Okay. Oh, wait. One of these has a different... Oh, one of these had a different bolt hole pattern. No, it's one of the nut bars that has a different bolt pattern. It's one of the nut bars with a different bolt pattern. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but it's the way that my brain says to do it. I'm going to get the screw into the nut bar a little bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and place everything. And that should allow it to be a little bit easier to install everything. We'll see. Ajax is here. How you doing, Ajax? Oh, let's make sure we have those centering pieces in here. Definitely want those. Very much put screws where they go. It's a very, very simple process, but something that you got to keep in mind when you do this stuff. You could lay it on the back. Yeah, I could. But, you know, we're already here, so whatever. We're just going to send it. Oops. Okay. Got that back rail in. Time to torque. Oh, I missed one right at the bottom there. We're talking about gators? I see talk of gator in the chat. Okay. Alligators are easy to get here in Florida. Jeez. Real simple. Oh, okay. And then there's a top part. I doubt... Oh. I did that. Okay. I didn't think I did that. I guess I did. It is in orange. Because, I don't know, man. Apparently, we're going real freaking crazy on this build. Because, like, why not, right? Have a little bit of fun. Okay. Moving on. Want to make sure you guys can see it. Yep, we're doing the back braces here. I think it looks like they're on the top side. So there's one, there's two. I can make a basic assumption and say that these are going to be the same. So, yeah. It's so weird that the cannon is so dull. Let me see if I can fix that. That's kind of bothering me. What is it set to? Do that. Let's add, I don't know, a little bit of saturation. Yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. It's the front? Aha! It is the front! Thanks. I was testing you guys, obviously. Obviously, this was just a test. Thank you. Told you guys, I'm not... And I will say, this is not all that difficult of a build. It is made infinitely harder by the fact that it has to be done live. And those of you that disagree, try doing it live. It is very, very difficult to build printers live. And it's for weird reasons. Like the need to always entertain, because if we don't entertain, people go away, and if people go away, the views go down. It's like the business behind live streams is a really, really weird one. And quite frankly, I think it's... I mean, certainly if I was to compare filming and editing and all that versus just doing things live... Ah, crap. I am often going to choose doing things live, because it is much easier. But, live, of course, has its own particular challenges. Okay. There we use the M5 by 10s. Nappin says, you're welcome, even if I would have loved to watch you try to mount that bed after. Yeah. Make fun of me. It's fine. Don't worry, I probably would have figured it out within 10 minutes and then just been upset with myself, you know? I hear people talking. Sorry, I live in the middle of nowhere. It's not common that I hear people talking. It's fine. Steve Bills isn't here to watch me cringe. So, you know. But yeah, when you're doing things live, you make a mistake and the whole world sees it. It's okay, right? It kind of just proves that I'm not a lizard person. But still, when you're just starting out, it's certainly way worse than when you kind of just get used to the fact that you're going to screw things up. People are going to make fun of you. I can certainly see how for someone who has never done streaming before that wanted to get into streaming, if they had a particular chat that wasn't, let's just say, the most constructive with their criticism, I can certainly see that being a bit of a problem. Did I put the damn mounts on wrong? Oh, I put the mounts on wrong. I guess the Voron logo is supposed to be to the front of the machine. Fine. Thank you, Nappin. Seems like there's only one person that's actually paying attention to me not paying attention. They should just put the logos on both sides so that I can't screw it up. It doesn't appear that it matters. Yeah, it doesn't appear that it matters. I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like it matters for orientation or anything. Chris said, hey, no, I was checking the motor mounts. Man, Chris, I should remove you as a mod and put Nappin as a mod. No, this channel has enough mods. It is likely just for looks, but, you know. Oh, no. Dang it. Well, can we make this work? All right, I got it. Yeah, they should just put the logo on both sides. Because, like, why not? The screws... Yeah, the screw offsets are a little bit different, too. Interesting. Does the invert electronics use different motor mounts? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I hope not. Because, we're doing this. And see, like, that's the concern with the invert electronics. Like, I think I printed the pieces that I need for it. But I don't know when and where I'm supposed to be using that. But yeah, it has different motor mounts. Crap. Am I missing parts? I don't... Chris is pretty sure that I swapped them. Let me see. I've got my Orca Slicer one open here. It's a pop blue. No, the naming is so bad. I only printed one set of Z-steppers, so... Well, if we're wrong, we're gonna fix it later. So, that's how I'm looking at it. Alright. T-nuts go in here, which means I'm gonna flip the printer around and make it easier. We do need to have a bit of a gap in there. I'm likely just gonna use a plastic baggie or something to do it. These have chamfered edges. They aren't called inverted in the file name. Of course they're not, because that would make it easy. Do my motor mounts have a lip all the way on the underside? It does, yes. I'm assuming that's not right. See, if some of you were a part of our Discord, you could have made fun of me before I made these mistakes. But that's okay. Honestly, this shouldn't be too bad to just go ahead and redo. Chris, if you can, pull the inverted electronic thing, put it in the 3DM Trident 300, and I will get it... I don't know if I can print them tonight. Well, I'll get them printing for next week, or in 2 weeks. I want to start streaming this more often. I got to figure out how I can do this more often. But yeah, I've got more pop blue, so that's okay. We will just go ahead and just reprint them with the right ones. Yeah, they're fast prints, but I need my bamboo for filming, and I can't have it running when I'm filming. So it will run later, which is fine. All right, time to do more of the rails. So we're just gonna flip the machine around, I think. I think that will just make it a little bit easier for me to work on. Thomas says daily streams. No. Unfortunately, I can't do that. We are not at a point where YouTube can pay me. We still have pretty high costs with having an editor involved in the process, and we're now bringing in a writer and another graphic artist. This is all... So, I talked about it in... hell did I talk about it? Podcast, probably? Yeah. About wanting to do a bit of written content for the 3D printing industry, because I believe that there is an open hole in the market for written content. So that is what we are going to be doing. We're going to be doing written content, and I am actively working on hiring a writer. So if you are someone that does want to become a technical writer, work directly with me, and that's kind of your gig, you can apply. Just shoot me over a resume and a bit of a work sample. YouTube at 3dmusketeers.com. Where'd I put the freaking centering jigs? It's the one freaking part that I always can't find. Doing them in gray was a bad idea with gray granite. Am I just... Oh, they're right here. Okay, I'll put them back in the... Seifu says, like, informational articles. Kind of. The actual intention is going to be more like written review content. So, like, when we do an unboxing of a printer, we then, you know, use it and all that. But it shouldn't be that difficult. And again, I'm happy to be proven wrong, but in my head, it's not that difficult to take a piece of video content and turn it into written content. So, Chris says using the stock X1C profile, the brackets are less than a 2-hour print. Nice. That's nice to see. Yeah, if you are a technical writer, I don't personally like paying by the word personally. I like paying by the hour. I just think that that's a better deal. That way, if you have research and things, you can get that stuff paid for. But yeah, it's kind of up to whomever. But yeah, we are looking for a technical writer. So like YouTube, but on paper. Weird. Yep. Pretty much. Our goal is to compete with the other written review websites out there. Like, I don't believe it is appropriate for a review website to crown the king of the year for a 3D printer that is, and have it be a printer that's only been out for 2 weeks. I find that woefully wrong to do. And, well, I am equipped to fight it. And by equipped, I mean I have a business plan. And it's either going to... Oh, crap. I'm using the MGN 12 centering jigs. I'm like, why are these centering jigs not centering? Because they're not the right centering jigs, you ding-dong. Where are the MGN 9 centering jigs? They fall off the granite somewhere? Oh, they're on the rails, Grant. You left them on your old rails. You left them on your old rails. You big, stupid, stupid head. Fun times. But yeah, I want to have more written content out there when it comes to 3D printing reviews. I think it is important to have. Grant, you need an assistant to read your comments to you. Well, currently we ain't working with the finances for that one. All right, let's get stuff torqued down. Yeah, I don't believe in, I mean, I guess if someone wanted to call me, I could listen to them, but it's probably going to distract the hell out of me when I'm trying to film. I don't know. Oh, everyone's yelling at me saying it's on the back rail. Yeah, I got it. Figured it out. Thank you. Yeah, the thing is I don't have Discord logged in on this computer. Teach Victoria how to read. You're assuming that she would even help. You're assuming that Victoria would even help me and not be a problem. I'm sure she's on one of her 19 union mandated daily breaks. Those breaks are 1 hour long breaks. Okay, getting it all torqued down. I do have a really cool printer coming in that I'm very excited for, and I know you guys will be excited for. I'm just not immediately able to talk about it, which is also kind of cool. It's kind of cool that we get machines like that in from time to time. It is a machine that I have to keep off camera, which is actually harder than you might think. That is quite difficult to keep the machine off camera. Yes, I have to be more careful now about where my cameras are pointing. Have you not spaced the rails to the motor mounts? I did. Yeah, there's a little plastic baggie under here that's providing a bit. So, yeah. And for those of you that are guessing, even if you're right, I won't tell you. That, my friends, is how non-disclosures work. Is FedEx holding it hostage? No. Nope, it's not. But yeah, I've got it spaced. Oh, and it just tore my bag. So maybe it wasn't spaced as much as I wanted it to be, but it is spaced. Oh well. Would have been nice if we could print a thickness gauge or something to put down there. That would be much preferable to me. It says Magneto it is then. Well, you're just going to have to wait to find out because I can't tell you. But it is funny how very certain people are and how sometimes certainty can be very, very wrong. Like FedEx with Nero 3D. No, I would guess that whatever Nero's dealing with. Yeah, there's one for setting the motors. I know of that one. I'm guessing with Nero, with what he's dealing with, that's just because it's so freaking cold. It's my best guess, though. God, it's not an Orange Storm Giga. I will tell you it is not an Orange Storm Giga. I don't have the space for that thing. 1 to 2 millimeters. Yeah, I guess piece of filament would be fine. I got like a random piece of filament that I can use. No, but we can cut one. All right, so for good measure, I'm going to go back and loosen and retighten the other side when we get a chance here. So just so we can have a bit of consistency, because consistency to me is a bit important for this kind of stuff. Place the motor pulley rail under the jig. Isn't the motor pulley tool also a rail spacer guide? I have no clue if it is. It could be, and I'm just an idiot. That's a complete and utter possibility, but for now, a piece of filament works perfect. In my defense, I did have the alignment tool. I just didn't know where it was. For people that want to make fun of me about knowing where my alignment tools are. This is just a little bit too low, and I can raise things up, so we should raise it up a little bit, make life easier on me. I think filament's good. It says 1 to 2 millimeters, 1.75. I'd say that's fine. Whoop. Throws Allen key. In fact, I should probably redo the rear one as well, just to be safe. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, we're doing the Z. This might seem dumb to others, but having a consistency amongst everything is kind of a pet peeve for me. So I am actually going to do a bunch of extra work just so I can have consistency. If you are like me, leave a like. Hey, if you're not like me, leave a like too. Anything people want to talk about? Anything you want me to talk about? I don't know. My life feels very boring. And I don't really know what to talk about on streams. So I never know. I'm very socially awkward, yet I'm sitting in my garage, or standing in my garage, alone. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy, but I feel like they already knew that, so I think I'm fine. Your XL. George White wants to know about the XL. Haven't actually used it a ton. I know that's sacrilege. Haven't had a lot of jobs for it at the moment. It had a couple of jobs right when we got it. And I have a couple more for them. I am still dealing with the bed. I can't get stuff to stick to that bed. I want to bring the printer inside, but I want to do a proper review video on it. It is just so freaking heavy. Can we talk about the blue printer in the corner? This one? This piece of crap M3D Micro that I bought at an estate sale, and they wanted to give me the filament for it, and I told them to keep it because I didn't want it. And they asked why I was buying the printer. I said, I'm buying it so that somebody else doesn't buy it and make me fix it. That's literally why I have an M3D Micro. How about the printer that it's sitting on? Has anyone ever noticed that this is a printer? It's an old printer. 5 points to whoever can actually determine what printer that is. Some of you might know, but I think a lot of you won't know. Fun mat? No, God, I wish it was a fun mat. Jonathan, Tarsman says he knows. Tarsman, you're not allowed to guess. Tarsman's my brother. He's not allowed to guess on these things. That is unfair advantage. Not allowed to guess. XYZ. No, it is not an XYZ. That's an old fridge. Yeah, it looks like one. It is, unfortunately, not a fridge. It would be much more useful as a fridge. Nobody's got it yet. Come on, guys. What is it? What is that printer right here? What is it? It's been back there the whole damn time. Or do we not care about guessing what a random 3D printer is? Isn't it 3D printer XYZ? Nope, it is not. It is not made by the company XYZ. Does the bed work? You could use it to drink as a drink warmer. Does this thing have a heated bed? I forget. I think it has a heated bed. It does not have part cooling. It has an auto bed leveling probe that that auto presents and retracts. That is, again, a very, very uncommon feature. Looks similar to an Up Mini. Nope. It is not an Up Mini. It's not even from the company Up. It's, I will tell you, is from now a defunct company. It's from a defunct company. They are no longer around. And that should be a pretty big guess. And actually, this was the printer that caused that company to go under. That should be a hell of a clue for anybody that has followed this industry for the last 10 years. I will tell you, it is my printer. I owned it. I hate it. And if we ever do a range day with a 3D printer, we're gonna Florida man that machine. It is not a MakerBot. MakerBot is still around. In fact, they are bigger than ever. Man. It's funny when you know that your audience has a lot of young people in it, because a lot of them haven't been around long enough. It is a solid doodle press. If you guys want to look that up, it is a solid doodle press. It was Solid Doodle's first foray into a what they called an out-of-the-box 3D printer experience, and out of the box into the garbage can was probably the best place for that printer to go. They were not good machines. They had no part cooling, so pretty much outside of running ABS, you couldn't really run anything on it. So that was fun. I think I did things out of order. Yeah, I clearly did things out of order. Okay. The 3D pen printing pen company. No, that's 3 Doodler. Little different. Oh yeah, I know. Last week I tweaked my back on stream. I know a lot of you were here to see that. I started PT on Monday, so that's a thing. I'm now doing physical therapy again. Haven't done physical therapy in a couple of years, but we are certainly going to be trying to get back into optimal shape. I went dancing as well on Sunday with Miss Amber. That's something that outside of dancing the day before Smurf and at the after party at Smurf. So if you went to Smurf and you've always wondered what swing dancing looks like, Amber and I were swing dancing for a little bit there because it was asked of us to do it, so we did it. But yeah, that is something that I do. And if you are looking to meet really awesome people, you'd be surprised how many awesome people you can meet out dancing. Like, sincerely, our dance community is full of engineers, geeks, like-minded folks that you'll probably like. And oh yeah, a lot of very attractive people of your preferred sex. Both, you know, well, all genders, I should say. Does that make you swingers? Nope, Zerno, that's a little different. It's just a little different. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see people, say hi to people. Oh man, we haven't seen you in years. I'm like, yeah, you should have seen me a month ago. Yeah, highly recommend swing dancing. You will find a lot of engineering type folks there. I call it a social place for antisocial people. And at least with our scene, it is overrun by women. There are so many women there that if you are a gentleman and you are looking to get into dancing, highly recommend the Tampa Bay swing scene, specifically the Torpedo Room on Sunday nights, because there's so many women. So, yeah. Anyways, might be your thing, might not be your thing. Don't know. It's up to you. But I like it, and it was always a lot of fun. All right, 79 was a page that we have an addendum for. You can find the lead bolt nuts attached to lead screw Z-rails. Okay. Do you know the Charleston? That always looked fun to learn. Yes. I'm not the best at it, and certainly the last few years has been a little bit tougher for me just because of all the back pain. But yeah, I have always enjoyed it. I think it's a great, great little way to stay in shape. Spit takes. I am so confused. Yeah, I don't know. Women and others, etc. Looking. That's fair. Okay, so we're screwing into plastic now. M3x8 button head screws. I'll say that's how I met Amber, so I'm thankful that I took the plunge to learn. Also, makes you look super cool at weddings. Makes you look super cool at weddings. So if you are like me and some of your friends or acquaintances or whatever are getting married and you are getting invited to said weddings, knowing how to dance actually makes you a really cool guy. Because most people our age have no idea what they're doing, or they're doing some stupid-ass TikTok dance. Where are the button heads? I'm looking for the button heads. These are M3x6. Oh, I saw those earlier. I thought I was looking for M3x8. M3x6. Okay. Kit says wallflower for life. Brother, same. I'm very much a wallflower. It's things that people don't expect about me, but I am incredibly introverted until I'm around a group of people that I'm comfortable with. And I will say that community has always been one that I've kind of enjoyed. The people there are kind of understanding. They get it. They recognize. And a lot of other engineers. Yeah, these wee little screws. Yes, and as Miss Amber says, they are also generally quite LGBTQIA+ friendly. So if that is your jam, you will probably find like-minded folks there. I mean, obviously, we don't know for sure, but at least with ours, they're quite LGBTQIA friendly. So. These screws kind of suck, don't they? I didn't realize how much these screws actually sucked. Man, you all would think I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan with some of these colors. Or Dolphins. Dolphins. It has to be the Dolphins. I like sports ball. But yeah, I found a lot of like kind of... I don't know if friends are the right way to call them, but they're certainly acquaintances in these groups. And people that I have come to enjoy their company and respect and like. Some I tolerate more than others. And yes, as Amber says, the lead and follow are genderless. Back when I was much better, before I got injured, I was actively both leading and following. And I will say it is a ton of fun. There's a gentleman there. His name is Jesse. He's about 6'4" and quite strong. And he's traditionally dancing with ladies who are a third of his weight, right? Real tiny. And I will follow with him, and he'll put a lot of extra weight into the swing outs and that kind of stuff. And we are always just laughing our asses off by the end of the dance because it is just a ton of fun. We're both working hard. Like you'll work up a sweat quite quickly. But yeah, I like following. It is fun. You know, obviously the traditions of male lead, female follow. I'm not a huge fan of that, and I like to kind of break that mold where we can. So, yeah. Zerna says, you risk it getting banned in Florida. God, you're right, though. You're not wrong. Yeah, I will say that the group of people that we hang out with, good people overall. All right, got the Dolphins pieces attached. We got to get the Z-axis motors, which I believe they were down here. Yeah, they were. Oh my God, my back hurts. Oh, that's right. There's going to be a third piece, isn't there? Is there a third one? I don't know if there is. There is. Okay. There is a third one. I do not have it in its right place, so... Ow. I now have to find it. I put it in the wrong container. Oh, wait. I already had it out. Because... Right. This. Yes. And there is supposed to be an orange piece that goes over it. We'll get to that in a second. Let me get the nuts off of here. Oh my God, these are going to take forever. Oh, that's going to suck. Okay, I'm just spinning them off by hand is fine. Okay. From there, we put them on. Crap. And then it looks like it's held in... Oh, that falls out. Is that supposed to fall out? Why would we do this if it falls out? I would think that that's going to be held in. Did I do something wrong? Huh. All right, well, let's get the M3 by 12s. Or is that what we need? M3 by 12, yeah. I don't know if this, if that's supposed to fall out like that, but God bless. Son of a diddly. All right. Running into some technical difficulties. Mainly me, not knowing what the actual heck I'm doing. I need to get my M3 lock nuts. Okay, now I gotta look at just screwing them in. If only it was that easy to lose your nuts. Hey, got him. George White says, being a male and not knowing any dancing, if I ended up dancing with a female and she knows how to dance to whatever song and I didn't, I would just let her lead. That would be traditionally known as a back lead, where you, if they didn't want to fully lead, right? Because if you're trying to learn and you wanted to learn lead or follow, you would want to maintain learning that. But they would just kind of give you cues and clues, if you will. From a galaxy far, far away, or something like that. Boy, those are a pain in the butt to put on. Okay. Jeez, I am losing a lot of frames today. Dang it, I did it again. I did it again. Ow. Elbows the table. Does that make it the people's elbow? What the heck is going on? Why do I keep losing frames? That's got to be my computer because my internet's okay. Sorry, guys. George is saying that he hasn't danced in, oh, God bless, that he hasn't danced in many years. And to that, I would say there is a gentleman who is 95. He's no longer with us. He did not make it through the human malware times, unfortunately. But he was still doing it. He was still dancing. And so if he can do it, so can you. There are no excuses. So I would look for a scene near you. Just go. Who knows? You might find that you enjoy it. You might find that you don't. I don't know. Each person's going to be a little bit different, and it's normally not very expensive either. I'm currently being corrected by Amber because I'm not using terminology correct, and that's fine. Thank you, dear. Maybe one day I'll bring a camera to dance, and we'll release like a Patreon video. I don't know. Although I guess if you are part of our Patreon, you knew that we went out dancing because we did post videos from the event. And a live band, which they normally don't. It was pretty nice. It was a 4-piece band. Oh, okay. Amber's saying it. Yu Jim says, trying to review anytime soon. Absolutely not. And like, I'm not even done building it. So I can't give a review. Anybody that gives a review earlier than like at least a month of using something really, really heavy is not doing the machine or the company justice. So be careful. That's all. Oh, there's no fancy plate on this. Okay. Does it really go in from the bottom like this? That doesn't seem right. I would think that it would go in more like that. Oh, no, it definitely doesn't. Okay. George White is asking, what is the danger? I mean, well, if you have issues, heart issues, that kind of stuff, obviously speak to your doctor first. Social anxiety could be one. I mean, that's a very, very obvious one there. Make sure you have water. Your shoes will probably suck. The shoes that you bring with you will probably suck. That's okay. It took me almost... God, how many years did it take? Almost 3 years before I bought my first pair of dance shoes. And they just have suede on the bottom, right? Like, if you got an old pair of beaters, put some gaff tape on the bottom of them and that'll work just fine for you. But comfy shoes, bring some water. Some people will dress up, others won't. It's not a requirement. You don't even need... Mitchell H says the biggest thing is hand-eye coordination. You don't even need that, really. If my dumbass can do it, any of you guys can do it. Straight up. Nathan... Did you ask me? Oh, yeah, you did. Sorry, I'm not even watching. Networking guy said that I asked on Signal bit, but it might be better here to answer in public. Have you thought about stocking a few Panda Revo nozzles and offering them as an upgrade instead of a repair for bamboo printers? Well, I don't really know how many bamboo printers I even want to work on. The one that we worked on for the individual, in most cases, I would not have done that. It was just kind of the totality of circumstances was the reason that I went and helped. Traditionally, the cost associated with it is normally just too high. I would personally not repair somebody's printer with a third-party part unless it was something that they wanted. I am going to be trying out the new E3D nozzles, since I do have a set, but I have not yet obtained a Panda. So, that's kind of my stance. Oh, these go onto the freaking rails? Sweet! Dude, that's gonna be so cool. How do you keep the freaking hex nut from falling out? Such a Panda Revo is so much better than bamboo nozzles. Yeah, I get that, but if I'm gonna be working on people's printers, unless they specifically ask to go outside of like what the manufacturer suggests, I don't want to do that. Because it risks, there then becomes a liability component with me, and I don't want to do that. You screw... It doesn't say for me to put a screw in it. So I'm just going to leave the nuts out for right now. I don't really know what else to do. I'm just going to leave the nuts out. Amber said, should always have a head on a swivel. You don't accidentally turn your follower lead into another couple and hurt them. That's totally true. Yeah, just basic awareness stuff. Thank you for monitoring the chat, Amber, because I am, like, in the weeds of this. Oh my gosh, I am dropping things. I use tape to hold my nuts. Well, that's... I'm glad. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them out for right now. It's a bolt for the bed frame. Okay. But yeah, as for the Panda system, I don't have any experience with it. I think I have some other stuff coming from Big Tree Tech. They reached out to see if I wanted to look at the screen for the Bamboo, which is a really cool screen. And it's funny, I got an email from them saying, hey, we have the screen working on the X1 Carbon. Send us your address. That's it. Not, do you want to see it? Just send us your address, which is hilarious. I think it's pretty cool. Am I doing it right? It is right on top of the motor, so I guess I'm doing it right. These are not as smooth moving as I want. Like, it doesn't just immediately fall, and I feel like it should. I don't know. I'm probably doing something wrong. That would come as a surprise to literally nobody. Assassin says, please, if possible, put all the construction parts and list of accessories and firmware and give a complete tutorial on how to make it. This is a Voron. Most of that stuff is already publicly available, and me trying to add to it is likely just going to screw things up. I will do what I can, but we are doing a pretty much bone stock build. The only thing that we're doing different, also that was a great catch, you guys missed it. The only thing we're doing different is we are going to be doing the inverted electronics, even though my dumbass has already screwed that part up. So, yeah. Okay, they shouldn't fall with the grease. All right, well, that's good. Okay, apparently this is normal and I'm just paranoid. Works for me. Dancing gets all the chicks, doesn't it? I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt, all right? That's all I'm gonna say. It certainly doesn't hurt. Okay, yeah, I'll add it when I put the bed on. No problemo. All right, we got to do this one. It's behind me, but we're going to try doing it without needing to move the printer. Helps your brain too, Amber says. Networking guy says, so this is a kit from the 3-letter company that makes the best kits available. This is an LDO kit. It is. And this is sponsored by LDO. They provided the kit to do this build. Polymaker supplied the filament, so thank you guys for that. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, otherwise, that's as far. But yes, it is an LDO kit. I have been enjoying the build. It has been challenging. I think I would be enjoying it a lot more if I wasn't streaming it, to be honest. I think that's, and we've talked about it, but I think that's, you know, streaming builds like this just makes them exponentially harder. I am also surprised Jason isn't here hanging out, but that is a-okay. I'm not cool enough for that, and I'm fine with that. Is that upside down? Son of a diddly. Thank you. No wonder it's so difficult. Thank you, Kit. Your boy has a real hard time. I told you it's been a rough day. We're still having issues with the internet here. Is it? Okay, it is with the internet. What the hell is going on? Why are my pings so high right now? Let me just make sure we're not in the editing PC, because I bet we are. Let's do this the right way now. Yeah, it would be cool if Jason was here, but I get it. Jason is a busy man. Doesn't have time for scrub YouTubers like myself. And it's funny, it's because I'm talking about something else that I'm not exactly paying attention to the build, and I kind of find that funny. But George White says, I'll probably throw my back out with Amber. Well, if she can make it so I don't hurt my back, I think you'll be fine too. I'm not using the right screws. Son of a... Dang it! I'm starting to hit a wall where paying attention is just not working for me. I'm using the wrong screws. These screws are too long. It's not a common thing I get to hear in my life, but these screws are too long. Dang. I'm like, these don't seem like they fit right. That's because they don't. What the heck is going on with our network? I'm seeing ping times of like 500 milliseconds right now. That's rough. Would it help if we sent in gummy bears? Jay Alstern said. I mean, I'll never say no to gummy bears. Saifu11 is asking, what are the inverter electronics? It is exactly what you think it is. The electronics are just upside down. It makes it so much easier to work on them and work on the machine. You don't have to flip the machine over to do the wiring, from what I'm told. And that is going to be our plan for this machine. We're going to make it mostly stock for right now, and then, do later streams for upgrades. And then we can just kind of community source what kind of fun upgrades we want to do to this machine. But I do want to run it, reasonably stock for a month or so. Kind of see what's what. And we've got some other printers that we need to do unboxings of. So, yeah. Dang it. I got the screws caught in there. Yeah, man, my internet is rough right now. All right. My belt keeps slipping. I hate that. No, it's not that. Interesting. All right. Now I got to flip the printer over because we're doing stuff on the bottom. I love how a client says they need something that I sent to them. They need something else and they need it by tomorrow. Well, I don't know how you expect that to occur because it's not possible. It's not possible to do that. Oh, so this is where I need to stop because now we need to do, yeah, I have to stop here, right? Yeah, because I don't have the right pieces for the inverter electronics. So I do think we have to stop here. I want to keep going, but I don't think we have a choice. Oh no, because now is when we start attaching motors. So I think this has to wait. I'm not 100% sure. God bless the... We are having some major issues right now with the internet. Let's just try variable bitrate, see if it does any better. See if that helps. Yeah, I need the right motor mounts. I kind of want to do this in the right order, so I think we might have to call this one because I want to make sure that I have the right parts. And I don't. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Do the gantry. It's real. My back is starting to hurt, so I need to sit down for a bit. I'm just going to pull out my little seat. Oh, jeez. All right, so I need to mark. I need to mark where we left off. We'll mark there. I assume I need to flip the printer back over at some point. Just make sure I don't have any other LDO addendums. I don't know if I do. Let me just take a look and kind of see what we're doing here, because I'm starting to feel some pain, guys. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do another stream next week, because this didn't go as long as I wanted it to go for. And that kind of sucks. Yeah. I think we're going to have to call it. I don't want to go too far ahead. And quite frankly, I don't know how much more time I have left in my back right now. A physical therapy beat the hell out of me. I feel bad. We're only like 2.5 hours deep. We normally try to go for at least 3 hours. You know, the funny thing is I'm not on a concrete floor. So when we recarpeted the house years ago, I kept the old carpet and the carpet pad. And so that's what I'm standing on. My garage has 2 random pieces of carpet in it. And it's actually quite nice. It's comfortable. I'm in shoes. I'm in good shoes. But yeah, just sometimes you get sore from those bends and those moves. And I should probably wear a back brace. But unfortunately, I'm very self-conscious about it because it gives me a reverse muffin top because I'm a little chunky. And I don't like that. But I'm not immediately equipped to fix it. So it will stay like that for now. And so unfortunately, it means I don't wear a back brace when I probably should. But someone's asking what's wrong with the motor mounts. They're not the right ones. We are doing the inverted electronics, and that means we need different motor mounts. So I got to print other stuff. That's my fault. I'm sorry. But I do think we're going to probably have to call this one here. Yeah. I'm not exactly certain we can do anything else, unfortunately. So. Michael H. has print myself a back brace. Funny thing is, I actually could. I'm not going to, but I could. Yeah. I'm kind of, excuse me. I'm kind of excited. We have rails on the machine. We don't have the gantry, and I don't think I'm up for it. Jeez. The internet is so bad right now. So I think on that alone, we're going to have to call it. Yes, my heat set iron is still plugged in. Thank you. I normally just shut off power when we're not using anything. I just shut off power over here, but thank you for telling me. Yes, it was still plugged in. All right, guys. I think I got to call it. I don't think my body's going to let me go any longer. I'm sorry. I wish we could keep streaming. It's much better when I can just sit and do this. So I apologize. We will try to do more. Maybe we'll do another one next week. I guess. Yeah. I got to try to do this more from sitting rather than standing, and I have to get used to that. I'm not used to sitting on this set. So. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, like the stream if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you all for coming out, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. And as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one.